We see you out there. I'm heading to Facebook to change my directions here on my feed. It always pops up private. It hasn't even popped up there yet. Come on, Facebook. You're falling behind like the rest of us. Found a fantastic ad piece by Jack Davis I've got up there on my timeline. If you haven't seen that, friend me on Facebook. There we are. We are live, folks. Come on in. It's just Glenn and I this morning. Yesterday, I think we started out with Russ and Charles, and no Glenn, thanks to daylight savings time.
No, I was in Vietnam preparing maps. Yeah, not really, but for a book about Vietnam.
There you go. So we got who's this? Bot Ricks has correctly joined the channel. Bot Ricks, I hope you're not really a bot, but glad you're here. You have a wrench. I don't know how you got that, but maybe you're a friend of Rex's. So Rex handed out a lot of wrenches on his folks. Come on in. We're here to look at a great book again today. Crime Does Not Pay. Glad you're here. Hit that like button. Don't be afraid to do that. We're going to run the opening and get the introductions and get rolling here. We said drastically scrolling down. Here we are.
In the time before Atlantis sank, when the lands of this world were savage and untamed, one man would claim his destiny, seizing his place as a king. After defending his throne and learning the devastating truth of the Serpent Kingdom and its deadly cults, King Kull and his right hand ruled the Spear Slayer, make a solemn vow to hunt down and destroy the hidden empire of these serpent demons. These are the tales of those journeys. This is the Atlantean. Tales inspired by the brilliance of Robert E. Howard, featuring his first barbarian characters as introduced in the pages of his classic tale, The Shadow Kingdom. Each volume contains beautifully painted covers and around 50 pages of original black and white art and story, featuring classic sword and sorcery adventures you don't want to miss. Join us on these epic adventures and sign up now for news with the email list at russleach.com. Bring your axe and prepare for battle.
That's right, folks. Sign up right now, russleach.com, for that email list to stay up on the news for the Atlantean. This podcast is hosted by Arrow Comics. I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman, do Arrow Comics, and I write the Atlantean. Very proud of it. We initially started out adapting The Shadow Kingdom by Robert E. Howard. Great short story. The beginning of the sword and sorcery genre. King Kull becomes king of Valusia and finds out that his throne is being usurped by a race of shape-shifting lizard demons, lizard people, that he decides to, or has to, fight off, and decides to go around the land along with Brule, the Spear Slayer, and eradicate the entire race of serpent demons once and for all, to keep their evil at bay. So very happy to be associated with that. Issue 2, the campaign for volume 2 is currently over at fundmycomic.com. So please go over there and take a look. We are rolling along, getting good numbers. So pardon me. Also joining me this morning is Mr. Glenn Fleming. Glenn, please introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Glenn Fleming. I'm a writer, artist, and publisher, and I write science fiction, children's books, all kinds of things. I also wrote this book, which is about my visit to see Jack Kirby at his home in California, and I produced a film that you can get from me of me interviewing him in his studio. It's about the actual interview is about just a bit less than an hour, I think, but that's well worth getting. And I also draw, and I have a character called Hatch that's created a long time ago, and you can get this book on Fund My Comic. It's got published and unpublished work in it. I'll just show you. This isn't in the book, but I'll show you this. I like to do all the artwork of pencil, ink, colour, and letter. This is all done on board. It's all real, traditional artwork. That's what I like to do, the whole thing. And occasionally I publish Comics Unlimited, which is a 100-page magazine about comics. It's got interviews, articles. Randy's in there, Russ is in there, Charles is in there, lots of people in there. Check that out. And last but not least, I'm the publisher of these two comics. This one is Crikey, the Great British Comics Magazine, and Super Spies and Secret Agents. So you can get all these from me or on Amazon. But just Google my name and you'll find stuff.
There you go. Lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff.
All right. Let's see here. Let's pull this up. No Russ yet this morning. Hope he stops by. Same thing with Charles. Charles would be great. We had Charles on last week, and he was looking at looking up all of the credits on everybody. He's doing great stuff. There we go. Share screen. That would be good. I think that's it. Let's do the solo thing.
Oh, it's the ghost guy again, isn't it?
Yeah, Mr. Crime.
Mr. Crime.
Yep.
Carlo Baroni.
Sorry, folks, but that's how it fits into the screen.
That's great. That's perfect. That's great.
We are looking at here we are. Crime Does Not Pay, number 53.
Wow. Charles Byro again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Russ is in the house. Only there's
Russ.
looks like it. Oh, he's just getting sat down. All right. Sorry, Russ.
You're just taking the
right.
dog for a walk.
Yeah, sorry for being late.
You're all right. Better late than never.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. The guy digging that grave. How perfect it is digging that grave outside that window on that cover.
Look at how square that grave is too.
That's some nice spade work.
Yeah.
It was like Elvis, didn't it? Digging that hole.
I can't see. It's too small.
Blown it up. There we are.
Uh-huh. It does look like Elvis.
Doesn't it? That must
does.
be Priscilla. That's Priscilla.
This is it does look a bit like Priscilla actually. This may have been just several moments before Jailhouse Rock.
Yeah. I've just noticed that's really clever. Look, there's a guy coming through the door in the mirror.
Oh wow, look at that.
Oh yeah.
How good
Yeah,
is
there
that?
you are.
I just noticed
that-
that.
That looks like some kind of Mexican general.
Yeah.
It does.
Badges. You don't need no stinking badges. Elvis is
Magazine
saying,
with the
Elvis.
widest ring
He's saying,
field.
Elvis, you don't need no stinking Elvis.
Yeah, stinking Elvis.
I like his pajamas though, and his
Yeah, they're great.
little slippers. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Looks a bit like the comedian, doesn't he, on the film?
Oh yeah.
There's a dog on the bookshelf.
Yeah.
Look at that dog.
That's
There's so many details in there. It doesn't look like
Charles
a detailed
Burrow.
panel, and then it
Yeah.
is. It's so detailed. It's great.
That's brilliant. That guy coming in the mirror.
Yeah.
That's
Look at
Honestly,
the detail on the mirror as well, on the frame.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even see the guy in there until you mentioned something.
That's great.
So yeah. Isn't that
Look
great?
at this. I love that.
Lev Gleason's publications, folks. Crime Does Not Pay. This was done back in the 50s by Lev Gleason Publishing. More than 5 million readers monthly.
Gosh.
Wow.
This particular issue was actually owned by Patricia Barrett. It looks like Barrett.
Was
She
it
wrote her
Everett?
name there in the title. Oh, is it
Yeah.
Everett? Everett.
Looks like
Yeah.
Everett, yeah.
Patricia Everett. Yeah, that's right.
I wonder
It's
where
not a
Patricia
B,
is now.
could be an E. Who knows?
Yeah. I wonder where Patricia is. Let's hope she's okay. She'll be about 90 now.
Yeah.
She's in heaven now.
We're looking at this issue from the site Comic Book Plus, who puts on display and has scanned every comic in public domain that they can get their hands on and do scans of. It's there at comicbookplus.com. We cannot recommend the site enough. Please go over there and read to your heart's content all these great old comics that are currently recognized as being in public domain. So the entire quality line, the Fawcett line is over there. There's a lot of Charltons over there, and Lev Gleason publications, which started out doing Daredevil and the Little Wise Guys, the old Daredevil in half red, half blue. Another character named Silver Streak was pretty popular for them. That was kind of an imitation of the Flash. And they really became known for their crime comics. They did Crime and Punishment, and then this is their biggest title, Crime Does Not Pay, and you'll see why here in just a few minutes. That was an incredibly popular title. Their boast there is not necessarily a boast. They were moving between 4 and 5 million copies of the book. They just went monthly with the previous issue because a lot of times these books stayed bi-monthly in order to keep their sale through going on the stands. Very much little wire racks at bodegas or spiral racks in drugstores at this point. And
we love spinner racks.
Love spinner racks. This was done in I think it's 42. Nope, that was rescinded. Let's see here. We can find an actual date.
It says July 1947.
That was when they filed their.
No, it says printed in the USA, July 47, Vol 153.
Okay, and their second class mailer, the post office in New York, was 1874. So it's for July 1947. Yeah, there you go. I just saw what you were reading. Yep, inside front cover. Great ad for a pocket adding machine. Get your own little pocket calculator working right there.
They have such great statements. It says, that knife, it says, special sportsman's knife offer, especially for fishermen.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Only 3 1/4.
Oh, I'm not a fisherman. Oh, no.
Hunters, scouts, trappers, fishermen, and guides. Ooh, $2.95.
Girl guide.
So everybody needs a guide. You get both of them for $5.95.
It's a bargain.
Save yourself a few pennies. Get a complete fishing outfit too. Right there. A real complete fishing outfit.
Real.
Fine gift for youngsters.
Send no money now. Just send your address. We'll COD you for $3.95 plus postage and COD charges. COD charges were $10, but no, just not really. Probably a couple quarters back then. Send your stuff in now. Get that knife. Get that pocket calculator. Get that sewing machine. It's a toy sewing machine that actually sews.
Then is it technically a toy? I don't.
Just like
you would think
Mother's.
so.
Oh, Mother, isn't that Psycho? Mother, there's blood.
So it's just like Mother's. Yeah.
My mother's.
Sink a knitting needle straight through your finger.
Yeah,
No
look what happened
charge.
to her. He sewed her up, didn't he? He must have used
Yeah.
that machine.
Yeah.
Now a Norman. Norman?
Oh, time
Ooh,
to get a
look at
real
this.
gun. No, not a real gun. It's a rapid fire
Thompson.
Tommy gun. Yeah.
Thompson submachine gun. Look at that. I want one of them.
It's
Look at that. Dick Tracy.
the only authorized Dick Tracy Tommy gun. So get your Dick Tracy on for only $3.79. I'm sure plus postage and handling. That's for the Dick Tracy Detective Club.
Brilliant.
Great stuff. Yeah.
Only
The ideal
only
gift.
detectives allowed in that club.
Yeah. Rapid fire
Now you
trigger action. Rat tat.
Be a
Yeah.
junior G-man.
And it's whopping over 20 inches long.
Whoa.
Right there.
That's what she said.
John Holmes would be proud. Anyway, get this authentic Dick Tracy rapid fire Tommy gun now. Anyway, onward we go.
I've never seen Dick Tracy with a Tommy gun. I thought he just had a pistol.
Oh no, they carried a lot of different weapons.
Okay.
He was whipping out that Tommy gun quite often against them mobsters.
Really?
Rare army patch free.
Oh,
Probably
dear.
shouldn't stay on this page too long. Anyway, German general staff. Yeah, we got a bunch of them left over. We found them. We don't know how. Anyway, we'll mail them to you.
I like the way everything's $1.
Good round figure. All right, on to
a free atom bomb patch. What's an atom bomb patch?
There you go.
I don't think Oppenheimer had a patch on his jacket, did he, when he was messing with that?
No, but once that bomb exploded, everything was atomically charged. So
right.
Even the patches. Carlo Barone, the murderous bully. Bully.
Kicking him in. Look at the size of that slab of concrete. As if just pushing him. Hey, look, the guy in the blue suit's really trendy. He's got no socks on.
Yeah, he's not just pushing him; he's kicking him over the edge.
Yeah, but he's got no socks. Well, it's like today, nobody seems to wear socks anymore. Look at that. Yeah. It's really cool, isn't he?
They're probably just flesh coloured.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be. This other guy, I don't think's got socks on either.
Oh, he's a yellow.
Straight out of Miami Vice.
Yeah. That's the stuff, Carlo. Into the drink with the copper. Serves the boob right for disturbing your stick-up. Mr. Crime here is a ghost that kind of narrates a lot of these lead stories here in Crime Does Not Pay. Carlo Barone.
I want to know who the lettering artist is, because it's absolutely genius, this lettering. It's not that silly thing they use. It's all hand done that. It's brilliant.
It's probably all he did full time, whoever did the lettering here.
Yeah,
Carlo Barone led one of the bloodiest careers in the annals of gangdom history.
He said annal.
He was a ruthless killer without a conscience. This is a most vivid account of how he graduated from bullying his boyhood buddies to terrorizing the world's largest community. Kicking his ass into the drink. There's a little bottle floating by, along with George Tuska's fantastic signature right there.
Can't draw bridges though, can he?
It's just a silhouette.
What's the world's largest community?
They probably think the New York City and their boroughs.
Oh, right.
Yeah. This is a consideration of innocent people involved and relatives of others. The names of some characters depicted in this true magazine are fictitious. The editor.
The editor is fictitious.
Please don't sue us. Yeah. Look at that work there on that pier. The dock posts there. It's just great. The ink work. George Tuska, folks. A lot of hope.
That's just fantastic. Like, the whole page is fantastic, apart from the shoebox that he's kicking him off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, if you look at near his foot with the spats on, the guy going in the drink, he's lost the perspective on the building, on the window.
Yeah. Bit weird.
We'll forgive him. It's very good.
Yeah.
A little wonky.
Yeah.
Still looks convincing enough, except for that brown. It looks like smoke cloud back behind him, though. It looks like the bridge is smoking. Little dark cloud up there. Great stuff. That's the colorist's fault, though. I don't know of any docks that are light blue either, but that's a whole nother story.
That's great.
The murderous bully. How far shall I go back to show you seeds of his criminal character? The back or to the rock he packed and threw as a snowball, which blinded a small girl, or the boy he threw down a cellar and maimed for life. No, any evil fool could do those things. That what especially endeared Carlo to me was the natural way he applied himself to crime. Playing craps
amateur evil.
in the back alley. Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
7, I win. Ah, there goes the dough I gypped from old man Murphy's newsstand. Unless I pull a fast one. He's got to pull a fast one. All right, suckers. He's got his hand on that guy's face.
I want to see a slow one.
Yeah. Cheap's a gun.
You know, just let me interrupt you there. You know Tintin. You know the Thompson twins in the Tintin.
Uh-huh.
One of them's in the second panel in the background. Just go down again. Second, look at him. That's one.
Oh yeah, there he is. Walking at the end.
Yeah.
Walking at the end of the street.
Wrong street, mate.
Minding his own business, trying to get back to his own adventure. And there's a little monkey back there in the circus poster. Yeah.
Well, they sell, don't they, monkeys, apparently.
Wrong flap mouth. You've got the bad luck. Same goes to the sap who talks back to me. You didn't have that gun.
It needs a thwack, doesn't it, there?
Yeah. Good kick. Yeah. But I have, so stay put, bums, the dirty bully. Yeah. Nothing better than a loaded, one thing better than a loaded gun. Oh, a loaded dice is a loaded gun. Yes, sir. See what I mean? What a prospect Carlo was. The earth didn't revolve around the sun. It revolved around Carlo, Barone. And if some people weren't convinced of this, old Carlos would soon convince them. He was using a blackjack up against a Tom Mix poster. Don't hit him anymore, Carlo. I'll be your girl, I promise. Just don't hit him.
Why is her dress coming down?
I don't know.
What?
Time he sees his
shoulder.
mug in the mirror.
Shoulder of the dress.
Every time he sees his mug in the mirror, he'll remember to stay out of my way. If he remembers anything. Oh. Not a friendly guy, that Carlo.
I wonder if it's Carlo out of The Godfather. He was a bully, wasn't he?
Who knows? Yeah. Take a good look at him, baby. You're no exception. You'll get the same beating if I catch you two-timing me again.
Look at him in the bin, on the bin.
Yeah.
Where's all the look at the yellow wall?
Get in the bin.
Great yellow wall. Yeah. I just love Mr. Crime here. Fantastic look.
Paganini. Remember Benny Hill with Paganini?
Yeah. Carlo had the true instinct of a criminal. You see, he was the only human being that counted. That's it, goon face. Hand me the watch. You can't tell the right time anyway.
He's a maniac, this guy, isn't he?
Yeah, baby, you got to learn once and for all what it means to be Carlo Barone's girl.
On that panel where he's got the knife, the guy against the wall with the knife, it looks like he's coming out of the bin.
Yeah, it does. It does. That might have been part of his leg there, but no, that's still his trousers there. Yeah,
can't get this leg right. I'll just put the bin over it.
Right. Yeah. That might be what happened too. Yeah, wait till I take it off.
This fella wants to take it out, doesn't he?
He's awful,
isn't he?
He is.
Horrible guy.
Hideous man.
Ah, now he's gotten a murder. Stubborn fool. Slaughtered the next. Yeah. No wonder Carlo and I were just like this. Little Carlo didn't know about the easy way to live The world was his oyster, and the pearl in it belonged to the guy who could hit the hardest. And that's me, he said. All right, you goons. Fade me or check out. Wonder what this girl here is reading.
Yeah, she's bored. She's reading a book.
Yeah. Naturally, the racket that suited Carlo best was protection.
Naturally.
It stinks. And I'll tell you
Got
why.
special spaghetti and meatballs pinned onto the yellow wall.
Yeah.
But at least it's consistent. It's still on the wall on the next panel.
There it is. Yep.
Great artwork, though.
Oh, yeah. This dive needs protection. Is that Forelli?
Who's Ellie?
Fazeli. Somebody might toss a bomb into this joint.
So this was 47.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just quite advanced, isn't it? The artwork. It's like we were saying last time. It's not super dynamic, but the actual, the figure drawing and everything is.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
It's good. Yeah. Compared to so much other stuff from around that time.
And if you think that, I don't know when George Tusker was born, but he's probably around 30 at this point. And then he came back in the 60s and drew Captain America, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he's nailing it, isn't he?
Yeah, it's good. Except for the backgrounds.
Yeah. Well, he's on a schedule.
I know his stuff from Hulk more than anywhere. Yeah.
Hulk, yeah.
Mm.
And he drew the Superman comic strip for years, and it sure didn't look like this.
Did he?
No.
Did he draw Superman? Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He got around, freelanced everybody that would take him, I think. Hang on, I'm looking him up on the Wikipedia now. If Charles was here, he'd have it already called up. No, what do you know? I don't think there's any Wikipedia for him.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, George Tusker.
Think of all the useless people that have got Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Did I spell it wrong? I might have spelled it wrong. That's weird.
Tuska.
Tuska, yeah.
There's a whole bunch of people out there are a complete waste of DNA, and they're on there.
There it is. There it is.
They're not all on Wikipedia as well.
I found it. Yeah, of course there is. There's one here. It's born in 1916, April 26th.
Yeah, so I was right. It's going to be about 30, 31 then.
Hartford, Connecticut. Yeah. It's born Hartford, Connecticut, youngest of three kids of Russian immigrants, Harry and Anna Anasko Tuska, who had met in New York City. George's siblings, Peter, the eldest, and Mary, the middle child, were born in New York City. Years later, Mary died while giving birth to her second child and was stillborn. Harry, a foreman at the Hartford Auto Tire Company, died when George was 14.
So the baby died and the mum died.
It's
Yeah.
horrible.
Oh, that's double bad, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
one or the other, but both of them. Wow.
Harry, a foreman of Hartford, died when he was 14. Anna then opened a restaurant in Paterson, New Jersey, where she had relatives and later remarried. At 17, Tuska moved to New York City, rooming with his cousin, Annie, and a year later began attending the National Academy of Design. Its artistic influences included illustrators Harold von Schmidt, Dean Cornwell, and Thomas Lovell. Then comic strip artists Lou Fine, Hal Foster, and Alex Raymond, the big three, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
Lou-
he in the
Lou
military?
Fine.
Was he in the war?
At some early point, he took his first job in art, designing women's costume jewelry. Let's see who else just popped in here. Joe D. McPhee.
Oh,
Joe.
Oh,
How
Joe.
you doing, man?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
It
But
is.
I've been in the
It's
background,
the other
getting my
Scarlet
education
Pimpernel.
because I'm up here enjoying how they write these older stories.
Oh,
You
aren't
know,
they
sometimes
amazing?
somewhat corny at times, but it was spot on for the time period that it was for.
Oh, that's because they kept watching all those mob films that were in the theater all the time.
Mhm.
That's how they got that, and they were living in the neighborhoods. So that's how they got the vernacular down. Joe, please introduce yourself to our audience.
I am Joe D. McPhee here. I am the president of Exigency Studios. I am the creator of Amazonia, Primetime Saturday Night, and AWF. I am also a fellow podcaster. I do from the Desolate Small Press Publisher on Saturdays, and now I'm the full-time producer of Comic Book Spectrum, which was up under the guidance of Brian K. Morris. So that transition has been keeping me quite busy.
There we are. Glad you're able to join us, though. Thanks for stopping by.
How's Brian, Joe? Is he okay?
Oh, he's doing very well.
Good.
Always good to hear. This is just a down payment, Fatso. I'll be back tomorrow for the balance of this month's dues. Don't call the police, Fazeli. Your wife might have to call the Undertaker. The only guy you got no protection against is me. Very, very poor tradesman in Carlos. Every poor tradesman in Carlos' territory literally felt his cruel heel on their necks. Tony, my sick Mr. Baroni, he couldn't work. He hasn't made any money for 2 weeks. He'll be sicker if he don't cough up more dough. I ain't protecting him for nothing.
I kind of wish that they would have drawn the character on the floor a little bit bigger to where you could actually see that he's really getting kicked in his head more so than just lying there.
Yeah. It kind of is like an aw shucks movement more than a kick in the on the body there. Yeah.
That's Rorschach with that red jumper on.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
With a cigar.
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't care. They smoked a lot in them days. The tobacco was cleaner. Carlo did well for a small-time protection racketeer, but he soon learned of greener fields. Sure, you're doing all right, Carlo, but I got a big-time proposition for a guy with guts. I got the guts. What's the proposition? The soft pickings of the Prohibition era were a thing of the past. And by 1935, the black market rackets of World War II still lay in the future. Carlo had to get by the hard way. It's hijacking a fur shipment. You'll have to throw some lead, Carlo. Lead's cheap, but clay pigeons are cheaper. Count me in.
Fair enough.
All set. I passed the truck a half a mile back. It's posing as a moving van. Okay, give me a hand there, Carlo. Get this detour sign on the road. It's interesting little outline of the car there.
He got Vinny into it.
All them silhouettes. It's got minions.
No, I said he got Vinny.
Oh,
Vinny.
Vinny.
He got Vinny
yeah. Yeah.
for that panel.
Forget
Bit
the
like-
detail. Just
A
black
bit like
hair.
Minions.
Yeah, a bit like Minions. Yeah, it's a detour. Sure enough, stop the car while I find out the way. All right, let's go. Throwing some lead. It's as far as you go. It's just your dead end. Holy smokes, it's a stick up. They got a guard. Watch out. Sitting ducks, all of them. There's a bull. inside. I saw him shut the steel plate door. He don't worry me none. He knows if he don't come out soon, we'll pour gasoline over his truck and burn him down. Burn him down with it. Yeah.
Serious?
It's like, we're here to steal what's inside the truck. It's like, okay, if he doesn't come out, let's pour gasoline, just burn the whole thing. It's like, isn't that against the point of the robbery? You haven't got this lift out the truck yet. But you're going to burn it down.
They don't care about the goods in the truck unless they, in order to burn down one copper. Here we are. Come on out. And nothing's going to happen to you, Flatfoot.
Honest.
We'll make cinders out of you. Yeah, honest. There are too many of them. I'll have to surrender. Okay, I'm coming out. We all know what the next panel is.
Oh no! Bang, 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 bang.
It's not gun. Sure. You can put the finger on us to all the coppers in my state. Ugh. He's going to need a fur coat in the cold morgue where he's going. Ha ha. Got the clown and Carlo. This is just the first lap. We got to transfer the stuffs, split the hull, then beat it in separate trucks. It's through it.
This is
how nicely over there. Yeah.
This is Goodfellas, isn't it? Look, it says there the job came off without a hitch until Carlo gave a present to his favorite girl. That's what happens in Goodfellas, isn't it? When he kicks them all out of the club because he said don't do anything. They've got all that money, haven't they? They roll up in new cars and fur coats and stuff.
Don't.
That happens in a lot of heist movies, whether it be modern day gangster or old school or whatever. It's like, don't do anything stupid with the money. Here comes somebody buying a brand new mansion, somebody's buying a Rolls Royce. It's like, where did you get the money for that?
Well, it was stupid.
It's under my bed.
That's how they got Al Capone, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
They went to see him, and he's in that hotel, the entire 2 floors, wasn't it? And he had $1,000 suits and $500 ties and shoes, and his job was selling newspapers or something. So they got him on tax evasion.
Yeah. Neighborhood cop surprised to see a new fur coat on Carlos's mall. Checked it with headquarters, and a pinch was arranged. Got to arrange a pinch.
I like the language. Like we got to beat it, and arrange a pinch and
Voov.
I got you, copper.
Yeah, that's one term that not used today. Mall.
Yeah. Carlos had no criminal record. That made things tough for the police. You expect us to believe a guy steps out on a park alley and offers you a mink coat for $500? That's my story. If you don't like it, go bust a kidney.
You know what I mean?
Go bust a kidney. Quit telling the kick rocks. You have to bust a kidney and die.
We've nothing on him. The most the rat will see is 6 months.
That guy he's talking to, it's Arnie, isn't it? At the bottom panel, look, it's Arnie.
Get that bowler.
Oh, is there?
He looks like somebody. He looks like some city mayor. This guy in the corner.
I'm now going to pray to Cork, Rom. Get to the chopper.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He'd be saying, open the door. There's a fur coat in there.
Open the door.
So Carlo drew his first taste of stir in 1935. Like most of my boys, he found it distasteful. Serves me right for quitting the protection racket. I had a sweet setup and checked it and chucked it. And for what? Wait till I get out.
Wait till I get out. Just wait.
Uh-oh, now he's mad.
Nice man. Half a year later, Carlo looked up a former bootlegger, Massolino, who had a criminal record from way back when he was still in Italy. Massolino, I'm Carlo Baroni. I sent you a letter. Did you get it? I have it right here. Come on in, Carlo. Your protection is very interesting. Massolino loans at low interest.
Is
Yeah,
that Lex Luthor?
it is right there. The cigar. Don't mind me being here. I'm his brother. So what? I didn't come to meet your family. I'm here to talk business.
He's just.
Do I make
he's
your
not
loan
gonna smack in
collecting
the
or
mouth.
don't I? Yeah, exactly. Of course you do. You're the best man to collect the back payments. Obviously, a loan shark, a pawn shop right there. See those 3 balls? It's a deal. I keep half of what I collect, but remember this, Massolino, double cross me, and you'll wind up as fish bait.
Wait. You want to tell the boss that he's going to end up in fish bait, knowing good and well that he probably have other men lying in wait.
Yeah.
Who talks of double crossing at the beginning of a friendship? We'll work fine together, Carlo. They did for a while. Carlo usually doubled the amount that was owed and went from client to client with a highly persuasive technique. Dirty loan sharks. Watch them words, blabbermouth. Some guys have disappeared for less. How many people in your family do I have to beat up before I get paid?
Look at that.
Maybe you want me to start on the kid now.
And the kid's head is on its own.
Yeah.
He's already pulled the kid's
Johnny
head off.
Quest, ladies and gentlemen.
That's not the kid. That's the kid's puppet.
Yeah.
They're a
You know,
family
this
of
guy-
ventriloquists.
Yeah.
No, take everything. Just go and leave us alone.
It's just like
Here's your
on the
cut
floor
for
in
the
a
week.
pool of blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely green carpet.
Oh dear.
It's your cut for the week, Massolino. I bet that's more prosperity than you'd seen in a year before I came. Fine. You sure have a way to get my clients, Carlo. Says we loan. We what? We load any account, courteous service, something.
Easy payment plan.
Easy payment.
Easy payment plan. Yeah.
I couldn't quite make out that
knuckles
A
to the
because it's
face.
curved.
5 knuckles to the face. For
Yeah.
payment.
Exactly. Meanwhile, trouble was brewing for Carlo. At the hospital, one of the clients rebelled. He collects for Peter Massolino. His name is Baroni. We'll get him, Pop. It's about time someone had the courage to put the finger on him. He's put 12 people in the hospital already.
Only a dozen.
Only 12.
He must be a slow week.
Yep. Looked like Carlos Goose was cooked. And also Massolino's. Don't put both of us in jail, Carlos. Keep me out and I won't forget it when they spring you. Trust me. Okay, Massolino, but remember, no tricks. 6 months in prison for assault and battery. Okay, Ape Face, you better do right by me when I come out. I know how to collect from your partners, too. He's sitting there laughing.
He smiles all the time, that Massolino guy, doesn't he? He's great.
My stretch is up tomorrow, and that green stuff ready, Massolino. My palm's been itching for 6 months. Of course, he's going to get double-crossed.
Of course.
Couldn't happen to a nicer bloke.
Gox? Where'd that Gox? Oh, is that just swear words? Yeah.
Swear words.
That's swear word.
word. Yep.
Massolino, go. Tell me, you lousy expletive. Before Massolino, and 2 months ago, he quit the business. He started dress business in Greenpoint. Yeah, you're not going to let that fat slob get away with it after the rap you took from him. Oh, he's a dress manufacturer, eh? Better add a shroud to your line, Massolino.
It's great, this guy, isn't he? He's brilliant.
Carlo. Surprised, ain't you, fatso? I'm still in the same suit I had on when I went in. No, get rid of that. Get rid of the Jane. You and me are getting down to cases. He's slapping Lex around here. The heat was on me, Carlo. The loan business went bankrupt. I had to go legit. Honest, Carlo, I'll double cross her. Where's that cut for taking the rap? I'll take $1,000 for a start, Fatso. Any objections? No, of course not. Just give me time to raise it. Come back in a week, Carlo. He's got to give him a week. Yeah, he's not going to give him a week.
You want to give him 5 minutes?
Kept putting Carlo off. Carlo had hesitated to kill the goose that laid the golden egg. Then on the night of November 16th, 1936 in Brooklyn, $1,000 will never satisfy Carlo. The leech will suck my blood till I'm dead. I must kill him before he kills me. Holy. Oh. That's an oh.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
holy.
Clipped in the shoulder. Sorry.
Yep.
Back one. Oh, too far. Oh. It's far from a killing. The police station where the wounds were dressed, Carlo refused to talk for an excellent reason. I'll get that expletive. Fat slob. And when I do, I don't want them linking Carlo Baroni with a Swiss cheese corpse.
At least they got the right cheese this time, Swiss.
Yeah. Fat stuff knows what's coming to him. Look at him sweat. No yellow gut. I ain't blasting you yet. A little torture first, wondering when you'll get it. Meantime, Mansolino died 1,000 deaths. He was afraid of his own shadow. Glad you're in with us. Carlo joined the gang of the Mad Dog Esposito brothers.
So he went from loan sharking back into a bigger faction.
Yeah, look at this guy driving. He looks like he's straight out of Looney Tunes there. Carlo went around with him. Oh, he's shooting up Jimmy Olsen. Poor Jimmy.
Jimmy Olsen's dad.
Yeah,
Jimmy Olsen's dad. Carlo went around with him on jobs which totaled 18 killings in 3 years, of which Carlo personally accounted for 6. I'll give the punk something to howl about.
I like the guy running away with a brown shirt, brown jacket. I'm out of here.
Yeah, he's getting the hell out.
Remember that rat face. Stay put, we will get back.
There's a case of Carmelo Torre, chauffeur for the mob on the night of March 18th, 1939. Remember, rat face, stay put till we get back. Maybe he's looking for a wreath, Willie. Maybe he don't like our company no more, eh, Carmelo? Yeah. You know what's happening next. I ain't that at all, boys. It's just I go nuts waiting. I'm thinking maybe something goes wrong inside. Maybe the cops show up. See what I mean? Yeah, we see. You just asked for Lily's crumb. Carmelo's getting old cold feet, Willie. I think I better put a pink slip in his pay envelope. Wait a couple of days, Carlo. Don't get him nervous. He might sing. That can wait. So can it? We got work to do.
And she's just listening like, oh, that's interesting news.
Yeah, really.
In the corner, like, oh, that's interesting.
Reach. This is a stick up. No, come back. The heck it is. I'll show you mugs one sock hick.
What?
Let him come, lady. But he doesn't know what he's doing. He's drunk. That's too bad, lady. Ugh, you got it. Don't any of the rest of you move out here or you'll get the same. Okay, let's scram. He's dead before you hit the floor. He's dead. I heard shooting. Any trouble? Nah. Just busted some traffic light bulbs. Eh? Oh,
Electric.
yeah.
light bulb.
Just busted some electric light bulbs, eh, Willie? It's 10 days later when Carmelo least expected it. Here, Camillo. You don't have to be nervous no more. Aye.
Look at the colour of that car.
Yeah, that's a nice red.
So they
Yeah.
finally killed the chauffeur. Okay.
And Mary Worth at the same time. Look at that. Holy crap.
Wow.
Many lights went out when Carlo pulled the switch. There was that watchman on Pier 36, that woman on West End Avenue who got rattled. No, sir. My boy Carlo didn't let gray hair stop him. Oh, I told you to stay away from that phone.
He's a mass murderer.
He is. There's Lex again. Never once did Carlo neglect Peter Massolino. Every month, Massolino got a call. This is your good friend, the Undertaker, speaking, Fatso. I'm coming for you one of these days with an extra wide pine box. Carlo,
he's so shocked that his eyes have moved over to the one side of his head.
Yeah.
And that's his secretary is Laura Dern.
Yeah. I see you done your haunting for the month. I heard Massolino yelling, no, let's talk this over. When are you gonna blast him, Carlo? The time ain't ripe yet. When he's ready for the booby hatch, that's when.
Wow.
Wants to put him in the booby hatch.
Wow. What the still to be a staying asylum. It's like the booby hatch.
Always made Carlo jumpy, like on the fateful night of September 4th, 1939, when the Esposito boys were away on a special job. Let me alone. I said, the phone's ringing, you dope. Don't be like that, Carlo. Give me a kiss.
You dope.
This is Baroni. What about it? I'm a friend of Willie Esposito's. There's a sweet setup in a candy store on East 11th Street, a card game in the back, and the coast is clear. Thanks, bud. I'm coming over with 4 aces.
You can hear Leader with a pack in the background.
Wow, that just sounds too much like a setup.
Yes,
it sounds too much like an old school setup. It's like, oh yeah, there's a poker, there's an underground poker game. Come on, bring your money.
Don't go, Johnny. I love you.
Tragic for Sergeant Pat Walsh, who was on his way to the Catskills to join his wife. He stopped at the candy store for a Coke. That hipster steered me right. Just some dumb punks around. Get in the back and there'll be no shooting. Move.
That's
the
some
cup.
strong ink in there.
Yeah.
So did he ink and pencil this?
Yeah.
I'm sure he did, yeah.
Reminds me of a sinner.
Hold up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm kind of confused.
Yeah.
He went there
and
he held the place up immediately. Just walk in, just held the place up instead of just going back to the poker game and stealing from the poker game.
Right.
Nobody could have been the wiser.
No.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the logic there is just kind of seemed like, oh, so Mr. Grimes is like, oh, this is a true fatal mistake. He comes in guns blazing instead of just playing it cool.
Yep. As quickly as Walsh went for his gun, trigger happy Carlo was quicker. Copper, eh? Ugh. Yug, it was a trap. What are you waiting for? Open the door. This ain't no sack of potatoes I'm carrying. Gosh, what happened, Carlo? What are you doing with that stiff? Drive into the country till it's dark and we'll drop him off there. Nobody will find him without a corpus delicti. Nobody's got nothing on me. Yeah, driving off. Out of the city. Been driving for hours and she still got the city right there. I'm tired. So am I. Of your yapping. Make for that East River Drive they're constructing. I'll be right back, sister. Don't try anything funny or you'll go bathing with him. All right, Carlo, hurry. I'm frightened. Kind of frightened of that face right there.
Yeah.
Some
He's
nice
frightened every
large
time
eyes.
she looks in the mirror.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. It's not like she's frightened. She's just like concentrating on something else.
Uh-huh. She's looking out at that crane back there in the background.
It's like, I'm going to be on the hook for this.
Yeah. I bet that fat, expletive Magdaleno sprung this trap was a phony tip. Wherever you are, fatso, start praying your time's up. Nice work, Carlo. You have a rare talent for these things. They'll never find the copper now. Now to start working on Massolino after I knock off that skirt in my car, of course. The girl was buried in a mountain grave.
Oh, it's killed her.
Yeah, not Massolino.
No.
Not yet. The heat was on for Carlo for past performances, and he was forced to hide out for over a year.
In a
12
barn.
months. I've spent figuring out how to get you, fatso. He's been in that barn the whole time. This is going through with no slip-ups, no witnesses. As a cover, Carlo got a job delivering flowers. I'll never recognize Carlo Baroni.
The hat.
You think when
red sweater.
the first thing would be your mustache, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Make your deliveries and get back fast. Yes, sir. I get things done very fast. 9:45 p.m. on February 10th, 1941, Carlo waited for Massolino to appear in front of his factory in Greenpoint. Guess the rat thought he was safe when he didn't hear from me for a year. Massolino Dress Company. There he is. Getting Lex. Of course, the girl's there in front.
But he didn't get them both. Oh, no, he got them both.
I got them both. Yeah, you too, sister. I ain't taking any chances on you identifying me. He did it. That guy in the red sweater in the truck. Yes, Massolino's bookkeeper, Josephine Minio, had the misfortune to leave the factory with her boss that day. Yeah.
And if it was Sal Minio's sister.
Could be. Carlo abandoned the truck quickly. And the florist saw the murder car in the newspapers. He sought police protection, and Carlo had no chance to rub him out. Carlo hid out for over 2 weeks. Then on March 1st, a woman had listened to police calls and noticed a stolen car belonging to her new boarder. She called the police, who found its battery missing. As they were searching Carlos's room, the door opened. That's him now. He's going for a gun. Bulls. I've walked into him. You're cornered, you expletive. Raise him up.
He didn't even get a chance to write on. He's dead. He'd be dead. Oh,
well, the DA and had the red sweater, the cap, and the florist's testimony. Poor Carlo hadn't a chance. While he waited for trial, he read of the Esposito boy's arrest, sentence, and execution. That gave him a brainstorm. My only chance is to play nuts like Willie did. I'll just be more convincing, that's all. Mad Dog Esposito brothers act insane in court. Yeah. I'm going into burlesque. I'm stripping, I tell you. I'm Gypsy Rose Lee, you expletive fools. It's order in the court. You certainly are crazy, Baroni. You think that you could fool this court with such absurd antics? Look at that crack here in the comic. In the scam. Carlo Baroni, you're sentenced to die in the electric chair in Sing Sing on September 10th, 1942. There's something for you to go crazy about. No, I don't want to die. Well, neither did any of my pupils, Carlo, but they did, all of them. That's the difference. There will be other suckers joining my class, learning how to rob and kill. Yes, but when will they learn that crime does not pay?
Not a very accurate electric chair, though, but they did get the mask correctly.
Yeah.
We've got no socks on again.
It's better for the current
socks.
It's better for the current. Anyway.
Brilliant.
Crime does not pay crime quiz.
Oh, there's actual questions. Okay.
Yeah. Test your wits. Robert Lawrence, noted criminologist, has delved into his files for some curiously interesting crime detection facts. Just how high is your detection IQ? Are you a Sherlock Holmes or a Keystone Cop? Check each question, A, B, or C, then turn the page upside down for the answers. And don't let the pictures fool you. Yeah.
Well, the first one's C. The second one's A.
It's a corpus delicti.
Yeah.
Is a handsome corpse.
That's Schultz's wedding day.
The is beautiful, and the corpse is mortis.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Beautiful corpse.
That Sullivan Law is C. Gambling at boxing matches.
Wait. Sullivan's Law.
Somebody
right.
bent that comic
that's right.
one time.
And four is A.
Yeah.
It's a cigar.
Mm-hmm.
Torpedo.
Yeah.
Devil's Island. Devil's Island
is B.
A famous California gambling resort. Yeah.
Former Nazi concentration camp.
Wow. That's just so wrong.
It's a famous California gambling resort. Devil's Island. Yeah.
Let's see. We got
meaning a confidence man means meeting
that's a
meaning a swindler. Yeah.
Most trusted friend.
Death by guillotine involves decapitation.
Yeah.
The black sock was
exasperated.
I would say B because that's the most closest definition to it. The Black Sox scandal, the team that threw the 1919 World Series.
The answer is B.
Yep.
Yeah, the team that threw the 1919 World Series.
Yeah, because that's the whole White Sox scandal of that time. They went from being the White Sox to the Black Sox. That one particular team.
Yeah.
And it really was a crime of being greedy. It was more along the lines the players got fed up with ownership because ownership wasn't paying them their rightful money. So they decided to bet on themselves. And they threw a couple of games to screw the ownership as well as make money for themselves.
Yeah.
The whole purpose of, I believe, the movie 9 Men Out. The whole thing about shoeless Joe Jackson.
Not Michael Jackson.
No.
It's
an old school baseball player by the name of Joe Jackson as well. Not dealing with Motown at all.
There's a lot of Joe Jacksons around. Yeah.
Well, I learned something today. Then there you go. Nice one, Joe.
Yeah.
Recently, we had a discussion of comic books in our school. Practically all the kids were in favor of crime does not pay. The teacher read a copy, and from now on, we're going to have a group reading of your wonderful magazine every time it comes out. She said it should be required reading for every student, which will suit us. Says it suits us too. All of this positive propaganda here.
You gotta love free code. You gotta love free code comic stuff.
Yeah. Crime Does Not Pay gave me an idea regarding neighborhood boys and always portrayed gangsters in their shoot 'em up games. By distributing several copies of this publication among them each month, I can report these former gangsters have become G-men, FBI agents, and lawmen. They discovered that crime does not pay the harmless way. Like the F.D. Kuhn in Moundsville, West Virginia. Moundsville, West Virginia is a safer place today, thanks to comics. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Appearance of more and more trite publications on book stands, it has become difficult to find decent reading material. It is my sincere belief if all publishers followed your ideas of righteousness and fair play, its problem of choosing good reading would be made simple. Yours sincerely, W.J. Laughman. Hilarious. Anyway. Dr. Holmes.
Yep.
Murder. The Master of Murder Castle. Another true crime story.
What do you have to be nervous about?
Who's the artist on this one? Do we know?
No idea. I'll look for a signature here.
I think it tells you at the end of the page, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But we'll get there. Is that
Nope.
this one or no? Just carry on. We'll find it. Oh, there you go.
Master of
Fred
Crime
Gardner.
Castle, Dr. Holmes. Yeah, Fred Gardner, inks Fred Gardner. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
We looked at him before.
Yeah.
In Chicago, at the turn of the century, there dwelt a human beast who made the shocking tale of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde a nursery tale alongside his own gruesome activities, rivaling the bloodiest brutalities of the legendary Bluebeard. Dr. Holmes slaughtered his way into criminal infamy as the Master of Murder Castle. Oh, look at that top hat. 1887, Chicago.
Never seen anybody wearing an orange top hat.
Yeah, go on, figure.
1887.
Pause
So
to
this
the
was
corner.
like shortly after Chicago was founded. Then
Yeah.
You haven't lived if you've never seen someone wearing an orange top hat, mate.
There you go. Yeah, you know what that means? Orange beavers. Anyway.
That's what she said.
It's a beaver fur hat, right? Top
Yeah,
hat.
yeah. We know what you mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Father loves beaver.
Yeah, he does. An attractive widow advertising for a male assistant for her pharmacy. I must look into this. Captivating a woman as yourself. How distinguished a man. I'd be lucky to have him as my assistant. Get that hand. Oh, it's a little bit of the yellow fear
fingernail.
working there, huh?
I'm still tripping out about the pointed fingernails. Like it's claws, not a man's hand.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the choke out.
For almost 2 months. I do love you. Marry me. Yep.
But I thought you liked it like that.
I think it's
Now
great.
that that's settled, let's drive around the lake and discuss our marriage plans. We're so happy. Anyway, he's got the deed.
Death will be your bridegroom, my pet.
He's got the deed in his hand right there. Yeah. Handy little chariot carriage silhouette in the background. Ugh. Wow, look at that twisted tree. That's a hell of a tree there. Little honeymoon trip across Lake Michigan would be appropriate. How about a wedding present? How about a stone? Yes, that's it. A nice big stone. Farewell, my love. Rest in peace. And now I must get back to my business. Yeah.
Oh, I now notice the chain around the stone. I don't have
Yeah.
to say, it's like she just resting on a rock. It's like, oh, there's the chain. Okay.
You're the right person for the position. You can start tomorrow. Thank you, doctor. I'll work hard. I'm sure you won't regret it.
Has he just discovered them behind that counter?
Yeah. Nowadays, you'd think that was a suggestive pose.
Yes.
Oh, great.
It's a mighty low counter, too, if they have to bend over like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
With that phony bum Holmes, I'll break his filthy neck. Let's not be hasty, Mr. Connolly. Is that sweat there
let's.
he's got?
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. They have to be way over 6 foot. If
Yeah.
the other guy's not bending, they have to be like way over 6 foot.
Either that or they're on a big stool,
Yeah.
big step. That's what it is.
He was helping her hang some curtains.
That must be what it is. Nope, he's really that large. And she suddenly shrank. Tremendous.
And then they grew again. In the door frame.
Let's settle this discussion like gentlemen. I'll give you all the satisfaction you want, Connolly, in the cellar.
Giggity.
Yeah, you stay here, darling. We must settle this alone. You bet. Come on, you rat. I want my revenge. Yeah, he's going to get his revenge, all right.
Oh, he stabbed
A
him.
knife to the throat.
And then he chopped him up.
Your revenge will have to wait.
Oh my goodness.
You can tell he's burned in the furnace there. You see his skull sitting there in the furnace.
Chopped him up
Already.
and put him in pieces.
That's not smelly at all. So you and your revenge can go up in smoke, Connolly, and your wife and the world will think you made a cowardly disappearance.
So what was that? That was speed murder because
Yeah.
he's killed him. He's chopped him up into bits, burnt him, and it's taken all the flesh off. And what, he's going to go upstairs and say, sorry, he left.
He took off.
He took off.
Damn
I don't
coward.
know where he went. What have you been doing for the last 3 hours? Oh, just hanging out in the cellar. No.
Yeah.
No, it's like it'll be more along to go upstairs, like, "Woo, is it me or is it hot in here? Let's go take a nice little walk out in a nice cold air." It's like, what happened to the other dinner? Oh, he will see himself out.
Yeah.
I like the way the register adds to the violence. He's got blood,
Yes.
he's got blood on his hands.
It's got a
On
little
the
light
side.
there from the fire, too, from the furnace. That's pretty hot. Pretty cool looking. A little red here. Yeah. Misplaced.
Love it.
And then he said he never had loved you anyway. That he was going to get a divorce and ran out the cellar door. The spineless beast. How horrible, leaving me alone with a child. What'll I do? There. And don't you fret. I'll marry you. You little hottie. You've been very successful, darling, in the 5 years we've been married. That was a quick panel transfer. There, that's a nice time jump. Now you have the money to build that big hotel you always dreamed of. Yes, my pet.
Love
The
his
most
shirt.
unusual hotel in the world. Yeah. It's
Is
hunched
that,
over. Look here.
is,
Yeah.
is that a shirt or is it just melting?
It's like a gambler.
Yeah.
It's got a lot
And
of
is
puffy
it me or
sleeves
is it that the goon helping them build the hotel?
Yeah.
there.
You can tell he's a goon. He's got a bowler hat on and a stripy jumper.
Yeah, exactly. Only Holmes had a few trusted
He's a-
carpenters. Yeah. Go ahead.
He's a 60s Batman villain.
Yeah.
He's got his own gang. They've probably got like an emblem on the front of their shirt as well, just so you know they're his gang.
Only Holmes and a few trusted carpenters knew how the hotel was being built. All outsiders knew was that it resembled a castle, complete with trap doors, secret passageways, windowless rooms, false doors, and 100 tricks Bluebeard would have adored. What a snake.
Isn't there somebody in the news all the time that had a place like this?
Yeah. Might be this guy.
Yeah, she's going to end up in that cellar.
You know that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think she's going to end up in one of those traps, not the cellar.
It's completion. Midway in its completion, trouble developed. We need more money, Doctor. These crazy passageways and gadgets are expensive. Without more funds, we'll have to abandon the building. No, we can't stop now. Give me a week. I'll get more money.
I'll murder another woman.
Yeah, that's it exactly. I'll be back in a few days. Just a little business to transact in Texas. That's how they grow them in Texas. Do take care of yourself, darling. We Texans don't approve of hasty courtships, but I'm sure you're the right man for my Bettina. Now, about the diary, 20 grand will have to suffice.
You know that they were related. The nose don't lie. The nose don't lie.
And the freckles.
Get happy. Name the day. Please make it soon. Next Sunday, my dear, if that suits you. Yeah. Never expected Bettina to hook any man, much less a dashing one like Miss Dr. Holmes. Ah, sweetheart, I'm so thrilled. I know I'll love living in Chicago. You surely will. But you'll have to wait till I dispose of my present wife.
Oh, he's going to get rid of the gorgeous one for the hag.
It doesn't matter. He don't care. It's all about the money. He'll just get rid of her.
Darling, why can't I come with you? Why must I wait 2 weeks? It's new home to be all. Go ahead.
If it's about having a hottie, he would have kept the first one that he dumped in the lake.
Exactly.
That's true, yeah.
He's going off to take care of business in Chicago. Yeah. So glad you're back, dear. Been asking for you. Did you have a... Why are you doing that with that knife? You've more than outlived your usefulness, Anne. You're now very much in my way. I've been far too patient with you, my pet. No, I.e.
If you look there, see, he's coming out in the mirror.
Yeah.
His hair's all nice, and then the gap to the next panel, he had a quick shower. He hadn't dried his hair. And again, the register puts the blood's gone up her arm to her hand on his chin.
Yeah.
Nice. He's nice.
He's not nice.
No.
Oh
God.
Oh,
whoa.
And this brat of yours is also in the way.
God, no. Killed the kid as well. Jesus.
Oh dear. No wonder
kid was tucked away, nice, sleeping in his bed, stab. I was like, that's bad.
Oh, that is bad.
Dear.
Thank heavens they're taken care of. Now I can summon Bettina and to share my castle with me. With her father's 20,000, it'll soon be completed. What goes on, darling? That's a 10th young woman to visit you in 3 days. The 3 days I've been here. Just what kind of business are you in? Find employment for them, my dear. You must excuse me now while I prepare an advertisement for tomorrow's paper. This should bring the pretty fools in droves.
Could you imagine if you put an ad in? Could you imagine if you put an ad saying "wanted beautiful young women"? Imagine the flack you'd get today.
Yeah, he's still got those pointed fingernails, though.
Yeah, doubt.
Young woman as secretary is immediate placement upon receipt of small guarantee.
Small guarantee of death.
Isn't that incredible though? The way the ad goes round his thumb.
It's great. Yeah.
Good timing.
I like the frog woman.
All the money I have in the world, Dr. Jones. Dr. Holmes. If I don't get the position, I'll be destitute. You see, I'm an orphan. I have no one to turn to. You poor thing. How unfortunate. You must stay in my hotel free of charge until I place you with an employer.
So the double cross is in. She's going to double cross him. She's going to do him.
I don't think she's going to make it.
Make yourself comfortable. Get a good night's rest. I'll see you in the
think
morning.
I think she's going to do him in.
I know why. I know why he's making this place for these women. It's because his name is John Holmes.
Oh,
You
you're
not
right.
wait till morning, my dear. Yeah, your services will be required sooner than I had anticipated. Dr. Thorndike will be here within the hour, and you must be ready. Aye.
Look
What
at
a
the guy in
magnificent
the middle of the second panel. It's Brian K. Morris.
Wanting
the money.
Every guy with sideburns does not remind you of Brian Gable.
He needs to have a fez.
He's selling her the corpse for $200. $200.
So he's just
Doctor
selling
getting a bargain.
corpses. He's in that
Oh.
job
Yeah.
of selling corpses. Good Lord.
Oh dear.
And he's not chopping them up and throwing them in the furnace.
Well, yeah.
That'd be something, I guess. Yeah.
Got to have a hobby.
Oh.
Holmes' wife Bettina mysteriously disappeared shortly after he had used up the 20 grand dowry. In the months to follow, many job applicants with the same qualifications applied to Holmes. My gas chamber is becoming rather commonplace. I must dream up something new, something more original. Cough, cough. Who but a man of my super intelligence could have created this lime pit? A wonderful disappearing device.
There's also somebody already in there. Look, it's the guy from the furnace.
There's a queue
there. Yeah.
And there's the furnace, and there's the furnace next to it. You just got out into the lime pit. How unlucky is that? You get stabbed in the neck, chopped up, put in the furnace. You get out, but you end up in the lime pit.
Oh, bother.
And then there's a bag there that says lime on it.
Yeah.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Well, that's how you know. That's how you know.
It's your own fault. All the signs were there.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I'm about to say, is it me? But why all of a sudden only blonde biting it within one panel, but all the other women get more play?
Well, it's like Hitchcock. He likes blondes.
Don't strain your tonsils, my love. The room is soundproof. I'm now dealing in skeletons, and it shall be your honor to become my first piece of merchandise. So he's selling, can't sell cadavers anymore, so he's got to sell the skeletons. It's a real beauty, Thorndike. I should have her for my prize collection, but I am pressed for cash. You may have her for only $250.
You got to say, he's got the entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that joke. She was only the Undertaker's daughter, but anyone could have her.
Oh.
I would stand up, but I can't. I don't have the room to. But yeah, good one there.
Please try the fish. Yeah. Oh, look at that orange face.
Whoa.
That's straight out of Charles Burns right there. Yeah.
Whoa.
Has he poked his eye out?
Yeah. I must get some new and different torture instruments, but it'll take more money than I have on hand. I'll contact Pitzel.
He should buy a comic and get on that page with all those weird stuff for $1. There'd probably a few torture instruments on that.
Yeah.
He's got an idea.
Pitzel was Holmes's contact with the medical institutions. Holmes approached him with this shrewd proposition.
That's the guy from Men in Black, isn't it?
Oh wow!
Yeah.
It's I can't remember the name of the actor.
Tony Shalhoub's character.
I wanted to say Treat Williams, but that's not what it is.
It's K. It's K.
Yeah, Agent K.
Yeah. Agent K.
Wait, you say that's what, Tommy Lee Jones?
Yeah, it's Tommy Lee Jones.
It's Tommy Lee Jones. What a brilliant idea. We insure life for $10,000, find ourselves a corpse, and it resembles me and collect. Exactly, Pitzel. Now here's my plan. You start looking like a woman. No, we'll go to Philadelphia and look for the corpse to be there. People around here are growing suspicious of me.
My friend Norman has got a dress you can wear.
You fool!
What's he doing
Pitzel.
with that feather?
So what? So he just killed him. That was perfectly looked like the corpse he needed.
Merely wanted to get you away from Chicago. The search is over. No substitute will be necessary. Holmes then murdered Pitzel's 3 children, whom he had induced to take the trip to Philadelphia with their father. En route back
Oh,
to Chicago,
God.
he stopped off at Indianapolis to bury him.
Like you do. Look
He
at
had him in
this.
that trunk.
Yeah, he does. They're all stuffed. The kids are all stuffed in that one
Unfortunately,
trunk.
he's left some lime in there, so they're all starting to melt.
Yeah. I'll buy torture instruments with the insurance money. That'll put Bluebeard to shame.
Just think,
Pleasant dreams.
if you went to his house and he said, "Would you like a gin and tonic?" and he said, "Would you like some lime with that?" You'd be worried, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a squeeze.
So look at the leaves here. It's kind of spurts out. It kind of looks like an oil
That's weird.
well that's spurted out. Yeah.
I like the fact it's in a round panel as well.
Yeah. And here we have more stairs.
Mm,
Yeah.
And
they're
that
quite
third
well
panel.
done, though. To be
Yeah,
honest,
yeah.
they're all right.
Very well done.
We've seen
Along
some
with
worse
the
stairs.
brickwork here. Real nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, much worse stairs. Meanwhile,
I like-
in
I
Chicago.
like the way he keeps his hat on while he's burying the kids.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Yeah. And the trunk there is
It's leaking.
orange beaver fur lined as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's leaking as well.
Mm-hmm.
Leaking
Is
blood.
it leaking?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it looks like it's
Leaking
leaking blood. Yep.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Yuck.
In
Yuck,
Chicago.
yuck, yuck.
Sorry,
And they got
Mrs.
Grant
Pitzel.
Pat.
I don't know where your husband and children are. I left him in Philadelphia. While he's looking at a catalog of medieval torture instruments. I don't believe you, Holmes. Mrs. Pitzel knew enough of her husband's dealings with Holmes to ask for a checkup on Pitzel's body. It was exhumed in Philadelphia. I shudder to think that's what's become of the 3 kids. The rotten skunk shot him through the back of his neck. The police
How do they
traced
know where-
Holmes.
How
Go
did they
ahead.
know where he was buried?
I don't know. The police traced Holmes's route home from Philadelphia and discovered the children's corpses in Indianapolis. That man's a
love those-
homicidal maniac.
I love those
Wait,
police.
how
uniforms, though.
how they crossing state lines for this?
Yeah.
This
Well,
This is way back.
it's a long time ago. I like those coppers' helmets.
Yeah, they're
I
great.
think,
aren't
like
they?
jurisdiction is still jurisdiction. They're
Mhm.
outside their jurisdiction. They're no longer in Philadelphia. We're gonna go to Indiana. We just gonna try to catch the guy in Indiana. It's like you don't have any rights in Indiana to arrest anybody.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
they
they
went
got him anyway.
to they went to Indianapolis and found the kids' corpses, all limed out in a trunk. Man's a homicidal maniac. Wire Chicago at once. They can't phone him at this point. Yeah. Oh, there he
got
is.
him.
It was
The sight of horror greeted the raiding gentleman in Chicago. You
She's like,
dirty rat,
thank
Holmes.
God you just turned up.
Yeah.
She about to get Iron Maiden.
Yeah, he is, or she is. Yeah, we ought to
You
start
dirty
torturing
rat.
you right here. Yeah,
You dirty rat.
gentlemen, you shut up, Holmes. Release the girl, Brady. We got the skunk covered. He told me he loved me. Anyway, gentlemen of the jury, have you reached the verdict?
She's still like, I thought this was
Just-
all play.
Just step in here.
Guilty, Your Honor. We deeply regret that there is no stronger punishment we can demand for this maniacal fiend than death by hanging. He could have gone
Well,
death by
yeah,
snoo
this is
snoo.
still the 1800s, so yeah, hanging was still around.
He's still got his tie
Exactly.
on while they're doing it. Still got his suit and tie on.
Yeah, same suit.
He's gonna be that handsome corpse, isn't he?
Yeah.
Holmes paid the extreme
delecti.
penalty.
Corpus delecti.
That's the one.
Holmes paid the extreme penalty in a Philadelphia prison. What a pity. And then he was hung. No, what a pity that so human a device as a gallows should be the instrument of death for the master of Murder Castle. The end. And the same guy has been following the case the entire way.
Yeah,
It's this guy with this mustache here, and he's got one there. That
He's
guy,
everywhere.
he was part of that. Yeah,
he's omnipresent.
he's on the case. Yeah, this'll kill you. Hello, honey bunch. Did Papa's baby doll stuff $30,000 in Daddy's pocket this morning? Yeah. I'm dreadfully sorry we lost the case, old man. Now about your apartment. This guy here, it's for you.
Oh, fuck. Somebody got paid for that.
You could tell he was a crook too, because he had that right hat and that striped shirt on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
He is
sorry,
that
just looking
Batman
at that.
villain from the 60s you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, looking at that top panel, I like the way the police have got hold of the top panel, not those ones.
Up here?
The
Not
Top
these?
panel.
Up here?
Top panel, top, as in top of the page.
Scroll up to the top
That's
of the
the
page.
one. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, that's the one.
The figure drawing there is great.
Yeah. He
It's
looks
really
like,
natural.
Yeah.
what's the guy called who plays Wolverine?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
He looks like Hugh Jackman in the Prejudice, where
Yeah,
is the getaway?
yeah. Yeah,
He does.
fancy being called huge. That's weird.
Yeah.
I
Huge
like the
Jackman.
way huge Jackman. I like the way she's standing as well. It's
Yeah.
like, I mean, it's a bit too relaxed considering she's been tied up in a instrument
I think-
of torture, but it's really just the way that they are, and the guy that's got hold of him,
Yeah.
the policeman. That's really natural.
That girl should be thinking, but honey, there's not enough room in here for both of us.
You're
What's the
missing
safe
most-
word?
or even better, it's like, I still want to know the secret of this magic trick.
Yeah. You're missing the most important detail, though. That guy that he chopped up earlier and tossed in the furnace,
He's
and
still
then into the
there.
lime pit,
There he is.
Yeah,
he's still here, and he's trying to throw him away in the bin. Look at that.
he's already had him in the chamber. Yeah, horrible.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh well, what? That's bizarre. That's probably one of the most bizarre things I've ever read.
On and onward. What is Daredevil made
Daredevil.
of? Brotherhood, courage, truth, and the fire of youth.
And
What's
there's
a
a
criminal
monolith
made of?
parked outside.
Lies, hate, and vulgarity, deceit, and brutality. The two will never compromise. When you want the best in entertainment, and that goes for anything and everything on the newsstands, it's Daredevil. Boy and crime does not pay. Hands down. There is no comparison. Well, he was doing boy comics at this point, too.
That Mr. Crime there looks like the guy in Salem's Lot, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He does. Yeah.
got some teeth on him.
Dear sirs, with all the boys around here, it's Daredevil. 4-1. Alphonse Amborzino. Yeah. Anyway, it's a great little ad there for their company. A whammo bargain for crime fans. 25 for all 5. Or
Whammo.
all 5 for $1. 25 each, or all 5 for $1. Fit to kill.
A whammo.
Something green. Get 5 big crime novels for only $1. It's whammo. All right.
Murder War Green.
whammo
That's
bargain.
what it says. Murder War
Thriller
Green.
books. Murder War Green.
Mm-hmm.
It's classic. Look at that. And there's mobsters shooting up guys at the bottom of the panel. You know it's a serious ad. Blam, blam.
And there's the guy from the furnace again in that book cover. Can you see him?
Oh yeah.
The missing
Yeah,
corpse
isn't that
book cover
for
is
$1?
there again.
Yeah.
The guy just cannot make a
He is,
smooth
just sitting there.
transition to the other life.
Bet he makes appearances all over. No. Reunion in Death, a true crime story, so that we can get proper postage. Cheap way to go. 2-page story. Now, do we have time? What time is it? We've got, we're looking at 1:35. So yeah, we can keep going. Or 1:35, I mean. We're looking at Crime Does Not Pay, folks. The Beast of Brooklyn. There's a beast, all right. Look at that.
Is that Paul Parker in that?
Blazing Hurricane. Parker, yeah.
Paul Parker was a footballer in the in the 90s.
You got it. Paul Parker. It was like, well, he had to do something when he retired from comics, right?
Yeah.
This'll Kill You, genre. Daredevil Made Of, Reunion and Death. 2 pages. Letters, typeset, genre, crime. The Beast of Brooklyn. Pencils, Paul Parker. Signed. Inks by Paul Parker as well. Yeah. All right. October 15th, 1923, a young man, Jack Brady, was awakened, another Brady, at 4:30 a.m. by the intense heat and licking of flames across the street. Great Scott. This is Andrew's house. It's on fire. And I'm blue. Oh, look at that guy. That looks like a Simon Kirby illustration.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah. I'll ring in an alarm. Get some water, Pete. Hurry, Jack. There are about 20 people in there. They must all be trapped. No one's come out yet. Ding, ding, ding. He's calling for the fire department.
Oh.
One of the Andrews boarders, George Kime, was asphyxiated in his bed. Didn't have a chance. Help, help, cough, cough. Ag. Her son, Charles, futilely dashed for the shower, where he was later found burned to death. Oh.
Help, help, cough, ag.
Help my mom, water, water. Mrs. Andrews' daughter, Marjorie, rushed upstairs to awaken the housekeeper, Rosina, who slept in the attic.
Not surprised. She probably got given fish heads as well. Have you seen her? She's Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Look at the size of her shoulders and her hands. Look at those hands.
Bad hands.
She is the housekeeper.
But you see, when she's shouting there, the housekeeper, she's saying, "No, Marjorie, I'll never make it. Go back. It's too late.
It's too late." It's like Frankenstein's monster. Burning up. No, you must leave.
What'll we do? Help, help. Rosina, the fire, aye, aye. Screams awakened another boarder, Pancho Fowler. Great Scott, the place is an inferno. Look at them flames.
I think he would have woken up by now, considering the size of the flames, or not woken up at all. One of the other.
Everybody shouted.
Yeah. I can't get to the window. Maybe I can make the staircase.
Run, Pancho. Run for your life.
Run, Pancho.
Pancho Fowler. You think it was
Pancho Fowler? What a name.
Fowlers, wouldn't you? Oh, no.
Ag, it's caving in. It's collapsing. Yay. Mother, help. Can't get out. Lillian Andrews is trapped in her bedroom.
Oh, no.
When her door's stuck. Ah.
Why is the door stuck? Because of flames.
4 alarms were sent out. Must have,
It must have had some lime on it and melted.
Lime. Yeah.
Could have been.
Or he just locked all the doors.
Hinges. Could be that too. 4 alarms were sent out. Chief Fire Marshal Tom Brophy lost no time in getting to the Andrews home. Where's the fire? In Bensonhurst. Golly, must be a big one.
They can't see it, it's just...
Yeah. 9417th, 19th Avenue. Right, Brophy. Gee, 19 people stuck in that house. I hope we can save some of them. So do I, Riley, but what I can't figure out is how a blaze that big could get going so suddenly.
I like the way that he's, before the crime scene investigation people turned up. He knows exactly how it started.
Yeah, and he says, "Get in the cellar." It probably started there. Oh
It
yeah, I'll
probably
go
started
down.
there.
I'll go down
Yeah.
in the cellar while the house falls on my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably started in the cellar.
I'm looking at the quote. It's like, how did you find a sack that quickly? It's like, wow, this sack must have been dunked in gasoline. I was like, whoa, hold on. How do you
Yeah, must have been
just got
dunked
to the
in
house? It's
gasoline.
like, here's a sack that was dipped in gasoline. What?
They're professionals. They know what they're doing.
But it would explain the other panel though. It would explain the other panel for the other page. It's like the son going to the shower and he turns on the shower and
Gets burned alive.
gets burned alive because it's like, oh, somebody must have pumped the gasoline through their pipes.
Look at him at the end, the last panel there. Sniff,
Sniff.
Sniff, sniff. Get a ladder up to that second floor window, Jones. How many are still inside? We've rescued 12 so far. Must be about 7 still in there. It's a miracle we got any of them out.
Did you get any clues, Sarge? Yeah, I bought you some of this underwear.
When the fire was put out and 13 terrified people saved, Fire Marshal Brophy turned detective. I suspected something phony. Gasoline. The building was saturated with it. This was no accident. If you're right, Brophy, someone is the murderer of 6 people.
How do you pour
I know,
gasoline
I'm
over
right.
an entire house?
I don't know.
Really
Whether
big,
this is-
big gasoline tank.
Yeah, like I said, it's like the key thing was the shower. How do you get a indoor plumbing to pump gasoline through water pipes?
I know
We'll
I'm right,
find out.
but whether this is the work of a pyromaniac, one who delights merely in seeing fires, or a fire bug with a criminal motive, I'm not sure. Let me
Oh,
sniff
not
this
sure.
first.
Sniff, sniff.
Sniff, sniff.
Sniff,
Doing
sniff.
that detective work.
Sniff.
Oof. Brophy figured it was the work of a cold-blooded murderer and probed into the lives of the 19 people who had lived at 9417 9th Avenue. Now, look, I'm not accusing anyone, but I insist that you all answer some questions. The fire was not accidental. I need your help if we're going to, if we're to find the guilty party. I checked with all the neighbors, Brophy. The Andrews haven't an enemy in the world, but we know nothing about the 2 boarders, Pancho Fowler and George Kime, who died. Riley, I just checked on Pancho Fowler with the Mexican authorities, of course. He was in the oil drilling business there. Doesn't seem to be anything suspicious about his background. Now about George Kime,
How
can check on him.
convenient.
We can check on him ourselves. Where do we begin, Chief? Look under that rock. No, we'll start with Kime's immediate family, his daughter and only child, and her husband, William Ford. Oh, it's a Ford. Is that Bob Hope? No, not really. Okay.
Richard Nixon.
Really
It's
like the
Richard Nixon
curl
on
on
the
her
left.
hair,
Yeah.
too. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
See this guy?
Pyro
Everybody loved Pop, Mr. Brophy. Why, when Bill and I got married, Dad took him into his real estate business. I love the old man as if he were my own father. But a checkup in Bensonhurst proved a different story. You said that Kime and his son-in-law, William Ford, are no longer partners? Are you kidding? They hated each other like poison. They were always arguing about something. Let's go, Riley. Maybe we can learn more from Kime's office.
I like the way all the vehicles are red.
Yes, Mr. Kime. Yeah. They're from the fire department. They're the police department.
Right.
Anyway, it's Mr. Kime. Mr. Ford fought like cats and dogs. One time, Mr. Kime's daughter tried to break up a fight and was flung against a radiator. She's been lame ever since. Riley, I want Ford's house.
Wow.
Pick up anybody going in or out. Yeah. Hours later, Brophy's hunch paid off. We got him going into Ford's house, sir. His name's Jones. Says he can't remember what he did last night. What goes on here? I ain't done nothing. Lay off me. We just want to have a chat with you, Jones. Take him into my office. Jones, a firebug, fries for his crimes. Come clean now. You don't expect us to believe you don't know where you were last night, do you? All right. I'll tell.
That's his face. He's a complete lunatic. Okay.
You can tell. That is the face of a lunatic.
Is that guy with the hat Stan Lee?
Yes.
Maybe. Yeah, right there. He looks serious. Ford made me help him. He was always after me to bump off his father-in-law ever since Keim swindled Ford out of $9,000 in a real estate deal. He gave me $200 to drive him while he collected gasoline. When we sprinkled it all around Keim's boarding house, what if the whole house burns down? 19 people live here, and he knew them all by name. What about them? The devil with them. As long as Keim gets what's coming to him. Yeah. Arrest Jones as Ford's accessory. I'll pick up Firebug Ford myself. There's a red building.
Yeah, the fire engine building. Fire department.
You dirty skunk, stand back, Brown.
Oh,
He may be
no.
armed. If he makes a false move, shoot, but only to wound him.
Yeah.
So you love Keim like a father.
Look at his skinny Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you and Jones took his life. You and the lives took his life and the lives of 5 innocent people. So Jones squealed, the rat. Why, you'll do nothing. Smack.
Thwack.
Thwack.
Oh, no, you won't, Ford. You've got a little debt to pay the state, although it's much too good for you. Take him away, Brown.
Oh.
Right, Brophy. The DA will be glad to meet him. They hung him anyway.
Another hanging.
A long prison term.
Yeah, long prison term.
Oh, by the way, he smacked him. Just crack.
Ford was sentenced to the electric chair, but hanged himself in Sing Sing's murderer's row. When it came to frying himself, he couldn't take it. That's okay. Where he is right now, the flames are hotter than any he could ever make.
Well, that's okay then.
That's all right then.
The end.
Yeah, so he's up here. It's like guaranteed to go to Hades.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pennies wanted for $10 each. For certain Lincoln pennies. That's because he turns around and sells them for 20.
Yeah, they're worth about $1,000.
Yeah, about $5,000 now. Some of them. Ladies, shall we send you this set? Easy Way teaches piano. What's that say? In seconds? Without sheet music. Yeah. I saw that just the other day. It's called The Music Man. Yeah. Learn how to play your instruments without sheet music. Easy way to make buttonholes with your own sewing machine. Yeah. Hey, kids, buy a lighter. Yeah. Cigarette holder.
A sword in a scabbard.
Only $1.98. That's a necklace for the ladies.
Oh, yeah.
Sword and scabbard.
Yeah.
Yeah. To the Laurel Company in New York. Do you want birds or do you want sword? Your choice. Check a box. Meanwhile, who done it?
Wow. Louis Link.
Look at that green skull. Minty Snike. Butcher Boy Benson. This has to be made up now. Skipper Morgan. Owner Yiler. Manager Hanlon. Louis Link. And umpire Bill Burke. It's got to be the umpire. It's a good detective. How good a detective are you? Death stalks the diamond. Murder snipes away at the pennant bound sensation of the big leagues. The Brockton Cougars. No curve is ever more baffling. No fastball more swift than the lightning appearance of terror on the base paths. Who was bent on the destruction of the Stockton Cougars? Can you guess who done it? Look at that guy. He's about to stomp on him. Interesting flat.
Just
Interesting
bad
body
perspective,
shape.
but yeah, he does look like he could get there within a couple more steps to step on his head.
Thousands jammed the Brockton Stadium. Welcome home the Cougars after a triumphant road trip. Please, Mr. Sparrow, skipper the price of a game. One side, bum. You're holding up the parade. That was Skipper Morgan, Brockton's home run king, till a pitch fractured his skull 2 years ago. Now he's a half-crazy tramp. The dirty expletive, they sure forget quick. I was their hero. They used to pack the stadium just to see Skipper Morgan. Yeah. I like the style. The style's kind of interesting. It's got a definite look to it. So once the league's most valuable player, swiping nickels from a blind man. Sorry, Pop, but I must get into the game today. Yeah. Oh, kind of looks like Kriegstein in a way. Oh, what a catch. Ryan's the best outfielder Stockton ever had. How quick they forget. That guy Ryan couldn't hold a candle to Skipper Morgan.
He likes referring to himself in the third person, doesn't he?
He does. I could have been the greatest outfielder instead of the biggest bum. I'll get even with this game.
Always a warning sign. People referring them to themselves in the third person. Always a warning sign. It's always a warning sign.
Oh, Hanlon, give me a chance. I ain't had the wood in my hands for months. He's got to get that wood in his hand. Nothing doing, Butcher Boy. Any guy with an 171 average rides the bench. Look who wants a game. A Butcher Boy Benson, strikeout king of the majors. Meet the guy who contributed least to the pennant drive, Butcher Boy. He cuts at a ball like it was a lamb chop. Ha ha. Don't take it so hard, Butcher Boy. They're just lousy sports. Look at that.
That was a lame insult. I'm sorry.
Butcher Boy doesn't know a baseball from a meatball. I'll knock your brains out, Atkins. Hey, Butcher Boy, don't. Take it easy. He's gone nuts. Let him swing. He couldn't hit the side of a barn.
Dude just asking for it. It's like the one time that he connects is probably against his head. That's just messed up.
Couldn't hit the side of a barn.
You can tell that this is hand letters.
This guy's really got an interesting cartoony style to his work. Look at that. How he's got a look. I like it. Use your bat for hitting horsehide, Butcher Boy. Okay, you rotten expletive asked for it. Been riding me long enough. Lay off the kid, Butcher Boy. Here comes Hanlon. Another exhibition like this, Benson, and you'll be playing in the minors. Okay. Sorry, I lost my head. Before I'm through, I'll even the score more than once.
Suspect number 2.
You're not only the Cougars' bad boy, Pat, you're their guardian angel, too. Now take this note up to Mr. Yiler like a good feller. Sure thing, Mr. Hanlon. I don't see old Skin Flynn around. He must be in the closet. He's in a closet, counting his pennies. I'll just leave this note on his desk. Hello, insurance policies taken out by Mr. Yiler on all his players. That's an interesting bird's
That's
eye
a
view
plot
shot,
twist. Yeah.
isn't it? It's a great shot there. Yiler could collect a fortune if anything happened to his players, and he loves dough better than anything else. If I wanted to get suspicious, he goes, "Hey, you, what are you doing at my desk?" He kicks him out. Look at that. "I'll teach you to spy on me." Ouch. Sorry, Mr. Yiler, but finding out about those insurance policies was worth this boot. And there's a plant sitting right in the middle of the hallway.
Got him dead in his dead in the small of his back too with that boot
He
too.
did. Yeah. Instead of kicking him in his ass.
He kicked him in the small of his back. That heel is buried in that back, lower back.
Got it straight. Put my dough on the Clinton Violets. Believe it or not, the Brockton Cougars are going to lose every game in the series. Wonder who the dope is. Everybody knows Brockton's got the hottest team in the majors. How come I know Brockton's going to lose every game? Call it intuition. Holy mackerel. That's Minty Snike, the gambler.
Minty Snike.
Minty Snike.
Minty Snike.
It's
How would
Minty
a kid know who Minty Snike is, and why would he know who's a gambler and who is not?
He's the bat boy. He knows everything.
Minty.
And then Snike rarely loses a bet? What the hell?
Why would he be putting his money on the Violets? Meanwhile, at the Brockton locker room, Speed Simmons always takes a glass of chocolate milk before a game. Let's see how he pitches after this one.
His hands
Got a
on
little
fire.
X on that bottle. Yeah, and his hand's on fire. Shortly after, still drinking chocolate milk, eh, Speedy? Don't tell me what makes your curveball better. So I got my advertising contract, ain't I? Down the hatch with the drink of champions.
I do like this art.
Yeah, the way he's rested on his thigh on that bench.
Yeah.
It's great, isn't it?
It's really nice. And I like that shadow on that boy as well, the bat boy.
Yeah. The little half shadow here.
Great.
Yeah, it's good.
Mm.
The little silhouette here. It's got, this art is really efficient, just incredibly good. Look at that expression. Tasted kind of bitter today. You've been drinking so much of that stuff. It's about time it tasted bad, Speed. Okay, everybody out on the field. How about calling them straight this time, you half-blind baboon? Shut up, Shut up, you lugs, or I'll sit this one out in the showers. Batter up, or you'll sit this one out in the showers. Batter up. Let's all chip in and give Burke a pair of glasses. Yeah.
Look at the pose of just go back bottom again. Look at the pose. Talking about poses. Look at the pose of the picture.
Yeah, look at him. Yeah, look at that.
It's fantastic.
It's really good.
Is that Doctor what's his face from Lost in Space?
What, Dr. Zachary Smith?
Yeah,
exactly.
Which one that was drinking the milk? The one that's drinking the milk?
Yeah, they're on the left-hand panel. Yeah,
right here. Yeah.
Oh, the pain of it all. The chocolate milk tastes bitter.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Pedo.
Shut up, you nitty. Shut up, you nitty. Chocolate milk is good for you.
Yeah. Empire Burke's a fugitive from a lady's sewing circle. Put on your glasses, Burke. That's no way for a blind man to walk around. Gosh, but the Cougars sure ride Empire Burke. It's a wonder he doesn't go crazy. It's a home run. Clinton's ahead. Speed's collapsing. He's sick. No mound for him.
On that first panel, great pose again where the picture and you follow your eye goes to the batsman.
I like the batter.
And then whack.
Yeah. But look at the faces in that panel.
Yeah,
It's a home run. Clinton's ahead. Look at the faces
Yeah.
behind.
yeah.
It's
It's
great.
like a panel from a Mad magazine with those
Yeah.
faces, isn't it, in the background?
And his face in front is wonderfully cartoony, but at the same time,
That's
you know,
Ben
it's
Grimm.
structured
But you
well.
get his glee while everybody else is
Yeah.
upset and just kind of taking in the game.
And the fine lines for his stubble, it's just brilliant. This is great.
It's great stuff.
I gotta learn how to do that for the stubble.
Sick. Speed Simmons is dead, murdered, poisoned. I knew it. I had a hunch something terrible would happen. It's the Bat Boy again. That night, somebody's got it in for the Cougars, but good. Clinton Violet Steel game 1-0.
The guy behind him just happened to be there.
Just pouring a cup of coffee out of that
Yeah.
big restaurant percolator. Yeah. Little
It's
slice of cake there. A little off of the
Yeah.
pan, though. Looks like it's about ready to fall off of the back of that pan.
Yeah, still good.
That's a small detail. Yeah, it's still great looking. The same time in the Cougars locker room. This is Slugger Atkins' favorite bat. I'll remove the tape on the handle, then drill a hole and insert a needle soaked in curare.
God.
Curare. A deadly poison.
You know what he should do? He should just hit him with the bat, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
No, that's too obvious and blunt. Whoever's doing this is trying to be covert and sneaky.
Well, I realize that.
He's trying to.
But then again, it's like if you're a good player, you would know that somebody was messing around with the wrapping of your bat.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Something
Slugger
would be off.
Atkins takes a firm grip on his favorite bat during the first inning of tomorrow's game. Goodbye, Atkins. You're getting what's coming to you.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
So we're trying to figure out who is committing the murders, right?
Yep.
Right. So who done it? Let's go, Slugger. I want a homer from you. Here you are, Slugger, your favorite bat. Strike two. Kill the umpire. Come on, Atkins. Get a hit. That is Bob Hope right there
That is.
with a buzz cut. Oh, they colored the bat the same color as the background. Here comes the one I like. Just ow. Slugger squeezes the handle with a steady grip. Strike three, you're out. He's way out. I'll say he's out of this world, dead, poisoned like Speed Simmons.
Oh no!
Pardon me.
I'm waiting for Scooby Doo to come in on this one. This is great.
Yeah. Well, they got to have a big ghost character first.
I'm just trying to think about why the thought bubble is in yellow this time around compared to anything else. So are they really signaling that this is a clue?
The Bat Boy, another killing. And there's more than one person profiting from these deaths.
Is that,
Telling me the
ugly?
guy who
Is
does
that
this-
the doctor? Is that the coroner? God, he's
yeah.
ugly.
That's the guy in the green suit here, probably. Old.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's Yiler. That's the owner.
Oh, he's
The Yiler's collecting
Yeah.
plenty on those insurance policies.
somebody hit him with an ugly tree. didn't they?
Look at the guy on the stretcher at the bottom, how long he is. He must be
Yeah,
about
he's
30
flat.
feet tall.
He's flat. He's deflated. He's dead.
He's inflated.
Yeah.
Because he was a lot wider.
Yeah.
The Batman, the guy that they was swinging the bat around, trying to kill people with swinging at his head. He was a lot wider. He was not skinny at all.
Yeah.
Well, he punctured his finger, so all the air escaped out of there. Don't know. You don't know how you pick a Minty. The Cougars figured to be a cinch to win. Not in my crystal ball, they didn't. Still another guy who had a money motive. Minty Snike.
Minty.
Good old Minty.
Okay, yeah, let's go back up here.
You threatened Atkins 2 days ago and went with him with a bat, but your boy, you better start talking. I got nothing to tell you. Sure, I hated the guy, but that don't mean I killed him. Butcher Boy was plenty sore at Atkins. I wouldn't put it past him. I got him really guessing now. Some wax poison and Louis Link of the Violets will take care of my next cougar victim. What is that? Visiting team. Oh, he's going to the visitor team locker room.
Who puts a
that
door
night.
right in the corner of the walls like that?
Yeah.
You know, and then throws a Steve Ditko effect to try and get it look menacing.
Link is over anxious to set a new base stealing record and only needs one more to do it. If he gets on base tomorrow, he's a cinch to steal. And when he does, Brockton will have one less infielder. What's he doing? Pouring something on his cleat? Come on, Louis.
That's why I'm trying to figure out what substance could affect him if the cleats go into the dirt.
I don't know. Get on and steal a base. You only need one more for a new record. Don't worry. I'll wait him out. Louis hates the second baseman, Hans Hopkins. If he tries to steal second, he's sure to spike him. Ball 4. Keep Link close to that bag. Well, maybe he's got poison on that spike.
Okay. Now I begin to understand why he would poison him. Okay. Poison his cleat.
Let's have the ball. Out of my way, Hopkins, or I'll give it to you. I told you no good louse. Yow, my leg. He did. Slid in and spiked him.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that action here. Off the ground. Movement. That's great. That over-exaggeration here. The guy waiting for the ball.
In the high leg slide, he definitely spiked him.
Yeah. Hopkins, what's the matter? He's choking. Later, I swear I didn't know my spikes were poisoned, sob. Louis might have had a grudge against Hans, but not against Slugger and Speed. I doubt if he's the killer. Ha ha, this gets better and better. Not only does Brockton lose games, but their stars lose their lives. That tramp looks familiar. Why, it's Skipper Morgan. The whole team ought to die. Why should they go down in baseball history as stars while I'm remembered as a bum?
Because you were
Nobody
a bum.
hates the Cougars more than he does. I'll follow him. He's disappeared into the stadium. I wouldn't put these killings past Morgan. Meanwhile, the next one's for Bugs Barton, the catcher. This is going to be kind of special. And they had to run that balloon all the way out towards the panel's edge. Those bubbles. It's a long trail. It's going to... his is going to be kind of special. It may get the Violets lead off man too. That's his tough luck. I ought to be able to wind it all up tomorrow. And if everything goes according to Hoyle. Get the... wrinkles there. That's just greatly done. The balls here look a little flat to me, but other than that, it looks great.
What's he doing to the balls, though?
I don't know. He's installing a small grenade. It looks like. No, I don't know. Let's find out. 1 ounce of nitroglycerin. There you are. Mm-hmm. Replaces 1 ounce of the stuffing. Now then, you little pill, I'm counting on you to make a big bang. Don't fail me.
So if the ball gets hit, it's kablooey.
Yeah. It's not the fact they're throwing it back and forth, while they're pitching and catching. But it'll only go off if the bat hits it.
Yeah. You're a catcher or a pitcher.
I'm so nervous. Exactly right. That's what Doug says.
It means you're a catcher, not a pitcher.
Okay, here's another problem with that. Well, maybe it's just me and my editor's point of view. Why you have the visiting team up at bat if he's trying to kill Broxton players?
He wants to take the umpire out, I think, or the catcher. Play baller said your pitcher's nervous too. We got to finish this up. We're over the 2-hour mark. Thanks everybody for sticking with us. And I've completely ignored the chat today, and I apologize for that. We'll get to that as soon as we're done here. Calm down. This is our last chance to pull a series out of the red. Boom. Wow. Now the umpire's running. Look at that. He's running off. Maybe he's the one that did it.
How would he know to run?
Yeah. Killer struck again. Yes, but this time he gave himself away. I know who he is. So who is he?
The umpire.
Skipper Morgan, Butcher Boy, Minty Snike.
I think it's the umpire, because why would the umpire run away at the last second?
Yeah. Last I know who done it, but I've got to be careful. He'd think nothing of killing me on the spot if he knew I suspected him. Do you know who done it? Turn the page upside down. Uh-oh. Gonna have to read this one upside down.
Okay. I could try to do this here. It's like, Bert, you fiend. You did it. You know, come on, officers. Here's your man. Don't move, Bert. You know, we got you covered. I don't understand. How did you know it was me? When I saw you running towards first base just before the explosion, as the only one who knew that there was nitroglycerin in the ball. Yeah, it's like, you know that if you were behind the plate, you would have been killed along with the catcher and the batter. Well, we got a full confession, Pat. Burke hated the way that the Cougars rode him. He hated being an umpire. He just called the plays instead of playing, sometimes snapping, and he killed out of jealousy. Wait, why would he be jealous as an umpire? That doesn't make any sense. I see, sir. Just frustrated, half nutty slugger at heart. So yeah. It would just it's just weird. But you called it as soon as he was running down that baseline. It's like, yep, he's the killer, because he would be the only one that know to get out the way.
That was the giveaway clue. All right. Yep.
Yeah.
On the level, Denver hotel managers pleased to find that safecrackers who had broken into his office during the night had found the strong box too much for him. In the next day's mail was a letter for him, which read, "Your safe was too tough for us the other night, but don't worry, we'll be back." They did, and were caught. On the level, for 4 years, a Chicago man had been complaining to his wife about a pain in his shoulder, dating back to a tussle with two masked men. Finally, the better half prevailed upon her spouse to see a doctor about it. The sawbones x-rayed the shoulder and dug out a .32 caliber bullet.
Wow.
The Detroit police heard a shot and raced across the street to a man bending over his car engine. Blood streamed from the amateur mechanic's finger. "Quick, who shot you?" they inquired. "I shot myself," he muttered. "See this lucky cartridge ornament on my key ring? Well, I was testing the spark plugs with a couple of keys, and the darn thing exploded." Bang. On the level.
Dun. Dun.
True.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, true stories, folks. I got to see who drew this last one. This it was really good.
Saltarella, whoever that is.
Yeah. No art identification by, Centarella. Whoever that was, he's really talented. I hope he did a lot.
He's really good.
I like
so
that
he probably didn't do a lot.
Yeah, had a huge career in advertising, probably.
That's right. Yeah. He went to
Another
work with Joe Simon.
yeah, junk ad page, and then back cover, I believe. Rocket shoot roars 8 stories high in seconds. Just keep your fingers away from it. Yeah. It's electric projector. Enlarges any picture. Only $4.98. Jet propelled boat and sub for a buck 98. Yep. Great stuff, folks. All right, there we are. Been looking at Crime Does Not Pay, number 53. Charles Burrow cover. Great stuff here, folks. Great stuff. All right. Sorry about the chat. Haven't meant to ignore you, but we've just been having too much fun. Morning, says Joe, from the desk of a small press publisher. Coming in. It's great illustration. Marv says, damn, I'm not used to this new schedule meetings. This new schedule. Greetings. Yeah, we are on daylight savings time now, but our times are the same here. Just have to adjust your clock accordingly, I guess. It's been a while indeed. Joe, Marv says, is there a good comic about Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde that you know of? It's one of my favorite stories, alongside with Dorian Gray. I don't know if I wrote the names right. No, that's very correct. You might check the Classics Illustrated. So I'm pretty sure there's a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and a portrait of Dorian Gray. Classics Illustrated.
Just read the Hulk.
It is, Brian. Yeah, the Hulk too. Yep. Crime Doesn't Pay after reading this book's How to Do Crime 101. Yeah. So the question is with a question mark, not with an exclamation point. See that mistake a lot of times, and some of the other way around too. Yep. All right, folks. Again, we want to thank you for joining us. Lots there. Hit that like button if you can on your way out the door. Deeply appreciate everybody being here. Levi is in the house. This will be uploaded on YouTube. I couldn't find any on the stream there this morning. It should be there. We loaded it up to YouTube. Let me see. Yeah, we're on the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel for sure. Levi, go over there and check that out. So yeah, thanks for being here, Levi. Appreciate you. Joe, tell folks how they can find you.
You can find me right here on YouTube. Up under From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher. You can also find me on Facebook, as well as X, as well as Instagram here. But your best bet is always here on YouTube, either through my channel From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, or one of the 2 shows that I'm on, either Comic Book Spectrum or From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher on Saturdays here.
Oh, Levi says I follow Russ and it didn't notify me. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I was late this morning, so it didn't go on my. I didn't stream it. It's my fault.
Some of that's my fault too. I didn't get the link up fast enough this morning. I woke up this morning remembering to do it. Have a great weekend, everyone. You too, Marv. Very much so. Russ, tell folks how they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me at russleach.com. Sign up for that email list, and you can find out all about the Atlantean, what we're doing with that. You can pick up pieces of art like this, latest page, and find out how we're doing on Fun My Comic and where the next issue is coming from. So go check that out at russleach.com and sign up for the email list.
All right. Absolutely. Glenn, tell folks how they can find you.
You can find me on Amazon. I've got 12 books up on there: science fiction books, JFK assassination, children's books, manned space flight, lots of subjects. You can find me on From My Comic, where you can get a copy of this, my character Hatch. Just put my name in Google and I'll come up pretty much everywhere. So, just check Amazon out. My magazines are on there too.
All right. And folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman, Arrow Comics. You can look me up on Amazon or Barnes & Noble, or look specifically for the Atlantean at any of those places, or better still, go to fundmycomic.com right now and look for the Atlantean Volume 2. And in that campaign, you can buy a copy of Atlantean 1, as well as a beautiful hardback copy, which I don't have on hand, of the Shadow Kingdom. And I can't recommend those highly enough. Very proud of this project. Russ is doing the artwork for it. He adapted the public domain Robert E. Howard Shadow Kingdom, and we're taking the characters from there and doing original stories. And we're very happy with the results. And issue 2 is, or volume 2 is waiting to be campaigned right now over at Fund My Comic. We probably only have 2 weeks left in that campaign. Right,
we
Russ?
have 19 days left, and we're
A
on
little over
94 backers currently.
a little over 2 weeks.
So
I don't
we've
know why
got
we're not full
we've
up there.
got 50 backers to make up so that we can hit the same target as issue 1. So if you know about it, share it out, tweet it out, whatever you do, and let people know that there's some good sword and sorcery action and adventure waiting to be picked up.
Great fun comics in the vein of Savage Sword of Conan. So go over there and take a look, folks. Especially anybody who enjoys Conan is going to love this book. Really proud of the story. Very fun.
With
And let me
thick
expand
girls.
that there. There we are. Yeah. Folks, again, thanks so much for stopping by. Deeply appreciate you being here. We're having fun doing this. Are we going to do it again next Sunday?
Yeah.
More crime does not
Yeah.
pay. More crime does not pay next
Yeah,
Sunday.
more crime does not pay. It's laugh. It's funny. It's funny.
It
makes
is.
me laugh.
And it's great. It's great stuff to
educational.
look at. And
It's educational.
Certainly is.
Yeah, I'm seeing different ways of writing now through it. That's the only reason why I tuned in. Yeah, I was like, I wonder what Randy going to educate us on as far as how they used to do it back then.
Yeah. Can you see the seeds, the little indicators there that this might spawn the Comic Code Authority
I'm
eventually?
just going to say that if you want to be educated on where the Comics Code came from, read these books.
There you go. Folks, we love looking through this stuff because it inspires us and it educates us, like Joe said, and we learn and have fun. And even though we're picking on the artwork, it's not because we hate it. It's because we love it. We do it out of the enjoyment of the artwork and the time frame and the context that it was in originally compared to now. Definitely not something that you would see in a kid's comic at present. So, but a lot of modern comics really get a lot of inspiration from this stuff. The more adult crime comics, you'll see so much of that in this. It's just great stuff. Folks, again, thanks so much for stopping by. We do this twice a week. We do this show Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time, and that includes wherever daylight savings time falls into this. And we also do Comics by Night at 5 a.m. Eastern time. That's 5 in the morning Eastern time on Friday morning, where we look at other great material. And right now we are going through the series Weird Science, also from the 50s. And if you haven't seen that series from EC, it's rocket ships, it's bug-eyed monsters, and it's fantastic Wally Wood artwork, as well as Feldstein and a number of other creators. Great science fiction material. Comics by Night, Friday mornings at 5 a.m. We are broadcast at the Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel most of the time.
When he gets it right.
When he gets it right. The Randy Zim YouTube channel, and please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications at both of those platforms because they can really use it, as well as the Indie Comics Network, which carries and archives my 2 programs, as well as a wide variety of other programs by a wide variety of different people covering just a unbelievable variety of subjects, all involving comics and this wonderful art form that we're in. I think that's it. Go visit your local retailer and help them keep their lights on. Look at those boxes that might be closest to the floor. They maybe haven't been looked over in a long time, because you'd be amazed at what great work is out there. Great black and white magazines, even those funny animal books. Don't dismiss those. And those old Archies. Some of those old Archies have some great stories in them. So go in and help your retailer out, buy some back issues, and entertain yourself at the same time. Great stuff to be found. Buy alternative and independent comics, especially ours. Fundmycomic.com, folks, have a lot of campaigns. Also looking, besides ours, looking for backing. So go over there and check them out and look at those campaigns. There's some really nice work over there. And again, every variety, every genre that you can imagine. So, except maybe romance. I haven't seen any romance comics over there lately. There need to be. Folks, thanks again for stopping by. Take good care of yourselves. Have a great week. Yeah. See you next Sunday at the latest. More Crime Does Not Pay. Friday morning, Weird Science. Great stuff. Both programs. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Guys, we're done, yeah.
Joke's on you, bitch. I love this shit.
Bye, Jack.
We really shook the pillars of heaven, didn't we, Wayne?
No horseshit, Jack.
No horseshit.
Type of holes people prefer. Donut holes or Hardy's new biscuit holes?
B-hole.
Yeah.
The B-hole has it over the A-hole for sure.
Why? What do you like about it?
The A-hole seems kind of small.
It's great.
I just don't like the A-holes.
B-holes are tasty and flavorful.
The A-hole is nasty.
A-hole tastes funny. I guess I'm just kind of a B-hole kind of guy.
Introducing biscuit holes with icing. The best kind of holes money can buy. New at Hardee's.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.